Hello again, everybody. This is Peter, KJ5AJB, and here in Mississippi, and I'm going to do another video on an item I came across on another ham radio YouTuber. He is KM4ACK. He has a YouTube channel, and what we're going to do today is ham dashboard is what the title of the piece of software is. He had showed the setup on it on a Linux box, and somebody else had done one on a mini PC. Let me shoot his name across there again so you all can remember it. And the original author is Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Delta Lima out of Canada, and throw him across there too. I got to get used to these text screens across there so you all can see the things better and hopefully note them. So anyways, I thought, well, I wonder if I can do it on my Inovato Quadra along with my ham clock on there too. And so I've been playing with that for the last couple of weeks, and just been letting it run just to see if it'll stay stable. One issue I had, I noticed that my Inovato Quadra started overheating on me and would either go through a reboot or shut down entirely. So I put a little fan on it to help it out, and it's been running with that little fan on it all week long, and it's doing pretty good. So let's go ahead and get into this. Alrighty, get my other keyboard here for the Inovato. Hopefully I won't be mistakenly using the one for my computer here. So this is what it looks like. This is how I've got mine set up anyways, and it's a pretty neat little deal. But move my pointer around here. So anyways, if you look, I got various weather situations set up here. Satellite info, lightning, stuff like that. Down and up in the upper right here, I've set up the static image of my ham clock that refreshes every so often, and you'll notice that it's static because the clock seconds are not incrementing. And then down here in the bottom where my face is kind of overlaying everything, let me move that up. You got HF propagation there. A lot of these were already preloaded in this. So I just had to configure them for my local area, such as the Gulf satellite and the local satellite I got off the Hurricane Center and the National Hurricane Center website. Another note is here, it's refreshing now, as a matter of fact, is I found loop images that are done with GIFs load a lot faster than the high res ones. So you'll notice the two I have with the local satellite here and the satellite on the Gulf take a little while longer to load because they're higher res. So I'm going to show you first. Let's see, that's the wrong mouse. Get back to where this is supposed to be. Okay. So if you do a search for BA3HDL/ham dashboard, it should take you to, here's web pages up here. GitHub.com BA3HDL/ham dashboard. And what you want to do, this is covered in KM4ACK's video also. You'll go here where it says code, click on that, and download the zip file. Okay. This is on the Inovato I'm on right now using the Firefox browser. So when you click that, it'll download. I've already downloaded it, so we'll so what you do is you go to here to your file browser, and there's your zip file. You can extract it in. What I did was I extracted it in here, and then I just moved it. So I'm going to close that out. So where I moved it to was my desktop. So let me click on the desktop here. So I got it. So on my desktop, I've got this folder. It's called Ham Dashboard. You can see my shortcut, Ham Clock also. So the other thing you want to do is, if you're running Ham Clock on your full screen or dedicated on your Inovato, you'll have to kind of disable that to where it just pops up in a window. So I've kind of done that here. And you can do that in the settings on your Ham Clock. So you open, so in here you'll have, this is the main, the HTML to run the main window for you. This is the file we're going to edit, the config.js, which is a JavaScript file. And then the first thing I would suggest you do is make a copy of it. So in case you screw something up in the original, you can always revert it back. Because I found some text editors, especially the one we're going to be using on here, does not do the quotation marks right, like whatever was used to write it with, and it won't load right if you do that. So you got to be aware of this. No, I don't want to move it. So we'll go. So what I do is I just open this up in Mousepad, I think it's called on the Inovato. There we go. Move this up where I can see it better. There we go. All right, so your first listings here are called, it's under menu items, or what's on the left over here. Okay, so we won't mess with that right now. So you want to come down here to dashboard items. So like here is, see if I can highlight this so you can see it better. So you'll see here local radar, and the link to it is radar.weather.gov ridge. So if you go to this radar.weather.gov ridge standard, you can find your closest weather station to you for the National Weather Service, and mine just happens to be KDGX. Okay. And like I said, some of the others I got off of the National Hurricane Service too, which are the higher res ones, like the Satellite Gulf Air. You can see here it's a totally different website. So there's various things like this you can find, and like I said, you're better off if you're going to do a loop, that it's a GIF loop. If you static image is kind of the same way. If you use higher res stuff, the longer it takes for it to refresh on your screen. That's one of the things I found. So I've got local satellite, lightning local, all of these different things here. Okay, so one of the things you'll notice is I've got the static image of my ham clock up here in the upper right. And in my last video, I think I told you the difference in on ham clock. You can get a image that you can refresh every so often, or you can get a live hookup to your ham clock itself, and it'll continuously update. I was showing you how to do it on your iPad and everything through a web browser. This is essentially the same principle. So let's see where I did it in here. Gray line. Let's see, I deleted the name off the top of it, so DRAM. Yeah, this is the one I did here. So it's your local IP address for your Inovato Quadra. The port is 8080/get capture.bitmap. Okay, and every time the ham radio dashboard refreshes, it'll get a fresh image from the bitmap on your ham clock. Between these two quote marks up here is where your title would be, but I didn't want it overlaying on my ham clock image, so I just deleted it out and left the two quotation marks there. Okay. So if you look up, I was showing you the tabs on the side. If you and that falls under your menu items up here. Okay. So on that one, I put my live ham clock in there. So it was like its own image. So I'll switch back to the dashboard here. If I go over here to the left and I go down to ham clock and I click on that, I get the live image of my ham clock, and you can tell it's the one you can interact with because the seconds are counting up and down. You can move your mouse over it and interact with the menus. And then to go back, you just click up here and back. All right, so the images you have in each one of these windows here, you can actually technically click on them, I do believe. And then you get a full screen image. And then you click again and it goes back. It'll do a refresh. So I hope this helps you out. As far as finding your local weather station, I just did a search for the weather station closest to me, and it gave me a link to the weather.gov website and a listing of Mississippi weather stations, and I picked the closest city to me that had it. And then that's how you can find a lot of your satellite imagery. There's some other things you could probably add on there if you can get access to them. Like I'm not like this was one already included, the propagation one, 10-meter propagation down here in the bottom. That was a link already provided in there. So if you have access to other links that you want to put in these here, that's pretty cool. I've seen instances of, if you go to where he's on the GitHub site here, there's a YouTube presentation video, and there's one right here called ham-demo. And if you click on that, it shows you another application that somebody's used it for. So you notice that he's got Satellite Canada in here. The ISS station position up in the upper right there, over here. Here's another one here from BCAT N4TDX. You can click on that one. Get an idea how he's using it for his application. So you notice down here in the bottom right hand corner on here, let me move my picture out of the way here so you can see that, what he's got down there. He's actually got a traffic cam linked in there. He's got a tide table down here. different Florida sites he's got linked on his. So that'll give you an idea of how other ones of these are. I highly suggest you also watch one with the other YouTube streamers on here and how they've set their up. You can see somebody's done one on Raspberry Pi. Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank has done one temporarily. Offline Radio has done one. So those have all been added recently. So it looks like a lot of people are picking up on this right now. So I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to keep using the wrong mouse. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment on what you thought about this. So cheers to y'all, and you have a good weekend. Till the next one. I've got a couple more things I'm going to do some videos on. They're pretty short things, though, I do believe. So I might combine them. We'll see how that goes. But y'all take care, and till next time, this is KJ5AJB signing off.